overall objective of this study was to assess changes in the Neuro-QoL of life questionnaire after initiating natalizumab and compare these changes to those seen with another high efficacy therapy, Ocrelizumab. So the Neurology Quality of Life, or the Neuro-QoL of Life questionnaire, is a series of questions on health-related quality of life for patients with neurological disorders. And in addition to its efficacy on traditional measures for MS disease activity, natalizumab has also been associated with improvements in health-related quality of life, fatigue, depression, and cognitive function. Further, some natalizumab-treated patients anecdotally report this feel-good effect that appears unique to this disease-modifying therapy. And while it commonly is recognized, its physiological basis and clinical characterization are not well understood. So in this study, we investigated the patient-reported experience with natalizumab using Neuro-QoL of Life assessments of 12 domains related to physical, mental, and social health. And we also compared changes in Neuro-QoL of Life domains with natalizumab and Ocrelizumab to understand whether expectation bias may be responsible for any observed improvements with natalizumab. So data for this analysis were collected from a large real-world MS cohort from the MS-PASS database. The primary analysis included 164 patients treated with natalizumab. And for all natalizumab-treated patients, significant improvements from baseline were seen in 8 of 12 Neuro-QoL of Life domains. Additionally, patients with baseline impairment exhibited significant improvements in 10 of 12 domains, and a greater proportion of natalizumab-treated patients reported clinically meaningful improvement than reported worsening in all domains, except lower extremity function and participation in social roles and activities, for which an equal number of patients worsened and improved. So for most domains, clinically meaningful improvement was exhibited by a higher percentage of patients with baseline impairment compared with the overall population. And in the subgroup analysis of patients treated with natalizumab with baseline characteristics balanced against Ocrelizumab-treated patients, a statistically significant improvement was observed in 10 of 12 domains for natalizumab and 8 of 12 domains for Ocrelizumab. And for 11 of 12 domains, the adjusted annualized rate of improvement was greater with natalizumab than with Ocrelizumab. And the adjusted likelihood of a clinically meaningful improvement among those with impairment at baseline was higher in magnitude with natalizumab than with Ocrelizumab in 6 of 12 domains, though the differences did not reach statistical significance. So we were ultimately able to conclude that natalizumab can lead to clinically meaningful improvements in aspects of mental and social health as assessed by the Neuro-QoL of Life questionnaire. Improvements were more pronounced in patients with impairment at baseline, which really supports the clinical relevance of these findings. And based on the results of our study, we also determined that observed improvements with natalizumab are unlikely to be primarily driven by expectation bias, as their magnitude in certain domains exceeded improvements with another high efficacy therapy.